What is your intentions for tonight, brothers? And now it will sound.
Take time to korero. That's the theme behind this year's Mental Health Awareness Week, and the barbershop in Pāpāmoa is proving that a little chat can go a long way. Once a week, after the doors close to customers, Barber Shack hands the keys over to That's Us, a forum for men to talk open and honestly.
The need come from our own journeys. I guess when we started our own journeys into self and wanting to grow as a man, we find things that come up from our past, from our upbringings, things that were passed on to us. The word's getting out there, and whether that's men that are leaving the space and having these discussions, or when they're leaving the space, they're feeling uplifted, they're feeling lighter because they're able to come here and unload. Once we opened our registrations, then you're pretty much booked out for tonight.
All you need to join the group is the courage to show up.
As men, we're afraid. We're growing up with this macho attitude, and we show it. We wear these masks. We show it in our workplace. We show them at home. We show them in front of our mates. The tāne that come all walks of life, from 18 up to men in their 50s, 60s, different nationalities. We open up our space with a karakia, and then we open up our space with 3 deep breaths. One of the facilitators will open up around their story, and that's their story of their upbringing, what they've been going through, and we all have different stories, so it's all about others that come finding something that resonates, and then once that story, or once the facilitators had a chat, then we open up the floor for questions.
Being able to talk without fear and without needing alcohol is what caught the attention of this 20-year-old.
I come here because I love the fact that men can come together and just have a chat about their feelings and emotions. I've found personally that I used to only have those sort of conversations with really close friends of mine after a couple of beers. You'd go out, parties and stuff, and then the boys would, pour their hearts out to each other after a few beers, and then wake up the next morning and forget they even did it. So this has sort of shown me that men can talk about how they're feeling and acknowledge it, sit with that discomfort and remember it.
Percy says many his age talk on text rather than face-to-face.
Too often I have people my age talking to me about how they're feeling over text messages or something along those lines, and then I try and talk to them about that in person, and it's not the same. A face-to-face conversation is too confrontational for them, so they find it easier to talk about it over text and type it out to someone other than actually saying it out loud.
It's not necessarily the professional help with the degree that makes the difference. It's hearing brothers' real stories, real journeys that they've all been on, and that is the greatest gift of healing, is that we can relate to each other and make it okay to communicate those.
There are still plenty of stereotypes around male behaviour, but initiatives like this are slowly breaking them down.
Society has indoctrinated us to be tough, to not speak up, you're considered weak. I'm really seeing that change, seeing that shift in men for the first time turning up to groups like this and letting down the masks, sharing from the heart, and witnessing them walk out of this space lighter, physically lighter.
For Barber Shack's owner, handing over the keys to his shop once a week was a no-brainer.
There is a big need for this group in New Zealand. Guys like them, they seem to suck it up and hide it, and then that sort of results in they sort of have a blowout somewhere or head down the wrong track, where a place like this, they get support.
You can find out more about That's Us on their Facebook and Instagram pages. Gavin Ogden, Local Focus.
Appreciate you all, brothers. Thank you.